What's up, guys? It's Mitch on Risk, and it is time for Risk World Cup 2024. I'm going to go through some of the questions and information for you guys to hopefully help explain how it's going to work. Some people like the video longer than the long Discord message, so that's what this is about. Feel free to post down in the comments if you have additional questions, and I can help clarify anything you have, but we'd love to get you signed up for Risk World Cup 2024. Free to sign up, free to play, free to represent your nation. But let's go through some of the basics on the event. So starting off, you can go to riskworldcup.com. It'll get you to this page. You can join the Risk World Cup Discord with this button here and join the PRT Discord with this button here. You can check out the schedule. You can see that registration's open through April 13th. National qualifiers begin April 15th. Any nation that has at least 7 signups will play round 1, 2, and 3 of qualifiers. And then qualifying 1 and 2 will decide your national team spots. I'll go a little more specific into that in just a second, but that's the national qualifier period, April 15th and May 19th. We'll do the full World Cup draw on May 25th. We'll draw which nations are going to be in which groups for the World Cup. Then we'll go into the World Cup finals. So that'll be the team portion of the event where we have national teams competing against each other. And that will be May 27th through July 7th, round 1, round 2, octofinals, quarterfinals, semifinals, and finals. As you see there listed, you can subscribe here to get Risk World Cup updates. You can also check out the Hall of Fame and see England, the champions of Risk World Cup 2023, as well as the finalists and some of the individual award winners there. If you click sign up, it'll take you over to the event registration page. This is the page on professional risk takers. You can check out current signups. You can see who we've got currently signed up there, from which nations they're signed up for. And if you click on any of these, it'll tell you who the current signups are for that nation. So feel free to check that out and keep up with them as we go through signups. The full rules document's here, so I'm going to take a little bit of time. I'm trying to break down some of the rules, help explain what I can. But feel free to, again, reach out to me and ask me specific questions if you have them. This event is designed to determine the best national or regional team in the world by employing national qualifiers to build these teams that compete in an FFA match in the tournament. So those of you not familiar with the Risk World Cup format, you play national qualifiers to form your 3-player national team. Your national team competes against other national teams in the World Cup finals. The way those games work is they're 3-game rounds. So each of your 3 players plays 1 game in that round to try to earn spots to move through in that tournament to the final. Communications all done through that Risk World Cup Discord server. Again, I gave you the link earlier in the video, and I'll post it down in the comments. If you'd like to be contacted through a different method, if for some reason you don't use Discord or need another method, let us know, and we'll try to get that coordinated for you. Schedule and standings will all be hosted on the web, as well as chats through the Discord server. So you can use this event page up at the top, and you can see the schedule, standings, event info, things like that. All participants are required to create a free login at professionalrisktakers.com, and then you either need to be a PRT affiliate, which is free, no cost to join, or a PRT member, which is just $25 for a year, and you get to play in all PRT Open events, all special events, and the Risk World Cup. But you need to create an account. The reason we need you to create an account is because that goes into our back-end scheduling software and lets us build teams and things like that for the format on the back end of the tournament. So we need you to have a PRT affiliate account at a minimum. You can also create a member account and get into the event. And then you can sign up by using the event link here. You can also sign up by just going to tour event sign up. Or once you get into the Discord server, you can just use the N emote. So there's plenty of ways to sign up. Your national affiliation, you must either sign up for your birth country or country of citizenship, or your parent or guardian's birth country or country of citizenship. If you already signed up and played in World Cup 2023, you have to remain in the same nation for Risk World Cup 2024 and subsequent Risk World Cups. Let's see, late signups. It'll be at staff discretion, so basically if we need spots filled in nations and you're a late sign up, we may have an opportunity to add you late, but basically make sure you get signed up by April 13th so you guarantee yourself a spot in the tournament. That first part is the national qualifiers, then the World Cup finals format. Our general idea for the World Cup is to not play CAFs games, no VC, no bots, no stalemates, no zombies. It's supposed to just be very simple risk. We're going to play progressive in 70% games, and we're going to try to avoid stalemates at all costs. If we have replacements in any game, there will never be bots used as replacements in any game. Again, in an effort to keep as much of the random unluckiness involved. So you'll play 3 games per round. The first game will always be Progressive World Dom. The second game will always be fixed 70%. And the third game will always be Progressive World Dom. All maps will be played on maps of actual geographic locations, so not like Spaceport and things like that. Games played on maps with 50 plus territories will have a 90-second turn timer. And everything less than 50 will be a 60-second turn timer. We'll announce new rounds like you're used to getting on Monday UTC. You'll play 3 consecutive games for all rounds. That stuff's pretty simple. I think you guys will get that. Swapping groups. We want to limit swapping groups because everything is based off of seeding and organization. So swaps are okay, but we want to limit that to some degree. Most matches we're going to try to start with 6 players. Each game can start with 4 human players, but not after 5 minutes until the waiting list, and we'll talk through the waiting list procedure. You guys are welcome to read through that. But basically, you need to be in the Risk lobby or the Discord lobby 5 minutes prior to game time at game time. If you have not responded in either the Risk lobby or the Discord lobby, someone can take your spot from the waiting list. Notify people as early as you can that you're not coming, so we don't ruin that for people. Obviously, that's so annoying when we don't know that a no-show's happening. Stuff comes up, we get it. Just try to notify people as early as you can if you're going to miss a game. World Cup Finals no-shows, we'll go into this later, but basically you've got to... your only fill-ins have to be your alternate member. Scoring, game 1 and 3 winners get 15 points. Game 2 winner gets 12 points. Bounties are 3 points, but you only get a bounty if you have an immediate card trade. Nations with at least 7 registrations will go through the prelim rounds. I'll go through those in just a second. The key concept and new concept for the Risk World Cup 2024 is Golden Games. So after the final match of the round, Golden Games are selected through RNG to determine which game is the Golden Game. So game 1, 2, or 3 for that round, is that the Golden Game? And then points are awarded. I'll take that part out because points are awarded as I set up above. So advancing through your national qualifiers, that's what this chart's for. So based off the number of round 1 participants, so not the number of signups, but the number of people that actually show up to round 1, will decide your format for your nation for qualifying. So say you have 7 people show up for round 1. In round 1, we'll get 1 Golden Game draw. So those 7 players, they're going to be in 2 different groups. There's going to be a group of 4 and a group of 3. It would really suck, but that's just might happen for your nation. So you'll play a group of 4 and a group of 3 game. They'll each play a 3-game set. We're going to roll at the end of the set to see if it's game 1, game 2, or game 3. That's the Golden Game. And now there's 2 groups. So if it's game 2, it'll be the player that won game 2 that scored the most points in that game will get the auto advance to Q1. The other 6 players will play in a much more normal round 2 game. We'll do another Golden Group draw after round 2 from that one group. So whoever won the game that gets drawn is the Golden Game. And then the rest of the players will go to round 3, where we'll have 2 Golden Game draws and 2 total average points. So TAP means total average points you've scored in the rounds that you've played in during the event. So those are the 2 ways you can advance in the tournament. So we'll have 6 players in Q1. They'll play their 3 games. We'll draw a Golden Game. If you win all 3 games, you're guaranteed a national team spot. If you win 2 of them, you got a 2/3 chance. If you win 1 of them, you got a 1/3 chance. We'll draw that. Then the other 5 players will play in Q2. We'll do another Golden Game draw. And then the player remaining, out of the 4 players remaining, whoever has the top average round points will get that 3rd national team spot. You can see as we get to 18 players, we go to 2 teams, and basically what just happened doubles in the qualifying. And then when you get to 36 players, you'll go to 3 teams, and basically you triple what happens here. That's the vast majority of what you need to know about the event. Tiebreakers are most total average points, like we just talked about. Most points in the most recent rounds, your second tiebreaker, and then it just goes to RNG coin flip. Obviously, the normal rules for Risk, don't cheat, all that is in here as well. Hopefully that helps get you guys an idea of kind of what the Risk World Cup's going to be all about this year. We're going to really try to push to make the event about winning games, with points being just kind of a secondary tiebreaker. We're using this RNG Golden Game concept to tie it into the way that the original Risk game worked, where you made your best battle plan, you built up your troops, but then it kind of depended on the dice if things were going to work out and the game was going to go your way or not. There was no guarantee. So it wasn't Balanced Blitz World, it was True Random World. So that's kind of how this is going to work. The more games you win, the better chance you have of moving on. But there's no guarantees so that we don't get perverse risk play, targeting, and things like that that we want to try to avoid this year in the World Cup. Hope you guys are excited to sign up. If you have any questions, feel free to post them down in the comments below. I'd love to answer them. You can also DM me in Discord. I'm at Mitch on Risk, and I'm in pretty much every Risk server, so I'd love to have you guys send me any questions you have. Join the servers, get signed up today, and we'll see you guys on the battlefield of the Risk World Cup 2024. See you guys.